Welcome to Africa's largest and longest running energy and power show.
The Power and Electricity Show is broken down into 4 subcategories, namely energy efficiency and lighting, solar and renewables, power generation, transmission and distribution, and water.
As accustomed to tradition, the opening of any event of style and grace is usually signified by the cutting of the ribbon. The Solar Show 2018 Africa is certainly no different. We're able to bump into the project manager for the Power and Electricity 2018 World Africa Show, Sam Madlabane. Sam, thank you for giving us a little bit of your time. Want to tell us how the project's going?
Well, thank you very much for having me. So as you can see, we've got world-class solution providers who are exhibiting their services here. And this is essentially their one platform in a year where they come and exhibit their solutions. And they know for a fact that they will meet buyers from across the continent.
Your company has been pumping and pioneering this baby for a good, 21 years. Has it been going from strength to strength, or have things dipped down a little bit?
Yes, correct. We've been around, we've actually been running the show for the past 21 years. The company Terrapin in South Africa has been around for the past 30 years. So we've experienced exponential growth over the years, and we actually attribute that to the fact that we actually get attendees from right across the African continent. So while the renewables market in South Africa has experienced a bit of a slowdown, there's huge demand for renewables across the continent. And like I mentioned to you earlier, we get buyers from across Africa, and that is one thing that actually has maintained the growth of the show over the years.
And behind the scenes, any plans to make this show bigger, better come next year?
Well, always. We want to expand it to 4 floors next year as well. And we're also looking at launching a few other shows in different parts of Africa as well. So growth is the only way forward.
Samkelo, thank you very much, and all the best for the future.
Well, thank you very much for your time as well.
I paid a visit to some of the exhibitors, and this was my journey.
As you know, that PV solar specifically is still a bit of a niche market in South Africa. So, this is why we come to such shows, to basically get in touch with the right people, to educate people on what we do. And that's basically, I think, the whole purpose of being here.
We do this show every year. We are here now for the 5th time. Of course, we do such kind of shows in other countries as well. But Fronius has like 24 subsidiaries globally, so it's not only us, from people from Austria, it's also our local representations to participate in local exhibitions.
Today is our first show in Africa, so I think it will be a very good opportunity to hear.
I think it's grown in terms of having all the dynamics, water, solar, import, export power, which our meters now do with smart. So I think, yes, the show is very well attended.
And have you been having a lot of people come to your stand?
We've had from the morning, we had a lot of people coming in.
Yeah, and how important are expos like this in order to help, fast track things like healthy living?
Well, it is important for these kind of expos. It's important for people to know how they can sort of treat their water in healthy ways.
It has been exceeded our expectations because we were inundated with calls from people since this morning as we started the show.
Why did you pick South Africa as a destination of choice?
Because actually, everybody knows in China, South Africa is the largest economy in the whole African continent. And this is a huge market for solar energy. You have very nice economic background, a very high speed of growth in the past few years. And we hope that in this country we can start our whole business supply chain in the new continent.
Has it been difficult or easy to penetrate the solar market?
Yeah, actually at the initial stage, we were encountered with some problems. For example, we are not familiar with the local market. And more people are going to the show, not only the companies, but also the local market.
With over 200 stalls, 8,000 people in attendance over 2 days.
This was a melting pot of innovative minds coming together in an effort to electrify Africa.
At the end of the day, all the exhibitors come together to network while being entertained by local talent.
The show is like a must for every year.